that we'd see your sorry ass getting laughed out of an entire arena. So I think we
Yo,
can help all the beautiful people in
can you hear me?
You hear me?
I can hear you now. You might have to turn it down a little bit.
I'm already turned down. I just got probably to your line though.
No, I said turn it down a little bit.
I'm already turned down. I just got probably to your line though. Check, check.
No, I said turn it down a little bit. Am I hearing a third party?
Alright, check.
Check 1, 2. Am I hearing a third party? Do you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Huh? Can you hear
Yeah, I
me?
hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Now I'm saying, am I hearing a third party?
No, I don't hear no. All I hear is your TV.
Oh, here's my TV.
Yeah,
What about now?
good.
Okay.
Just checking Twitch real quick. Saucy.
Hmm.
When I talk to, does it sound airy? Like the wind is blowing or something like that?
Oh, yeah, it sounds like a fan is blowing.
Turn my fan off.
I mean, if it's hot in the crib, I don't want you sweating.
What is up? What is up? What is up, baby? We're alive. We're alive. We're alive. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to the Most High Yahweh, God, Son Yahweh, shout out, word called Jesus Christ. Another episode of Saucy Discourse, season 2, episode 21. Man, we're getting up there in the episodes. I'm your boy Jeff.
And I'm your boy Marcus.
What's up, bro, man? How you doing, man?
Good, man. Happy Friday. Before I continue, happy Juneteenth to you,
Exactly.
my brother.
Get a round of applause for that.
Yeah, we get a round of applause for happy Juneteenth for all my brothers and sisters out there.
Exactly.
We
Exactly.
actually get a weekend and a Monday now. It's official holiday, so we could get our saucy toast for that. And also
Cheers.
Sunday, yeah, absolutely. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. And also Sunday is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Happy Father's Day to all the hard working, well deserved loving fathers that gets no love because Mother's Day gets more attention. This Sunday is not about the mothers. It's all about the brothers,
Exactly.
the fathers that deserve the love and the respect. Don't take them out to McDonald's. Take them out take all the fathers out to a
Roof
nice meal. You
Chris.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, some Ruth Chris, some expensive City Islands, some Tito Puentes. You
Mm-hmm.
know, all the high flying restaurants that we well, not say we, but people like yourselves also rightfully deserve. Happy Father's Day to you and all the fathers out there once again, man. From the Saucy Nation.
Absolutely. Thank you, my brother. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. You know what I mean? We don't want no big piece of chicken and shit. We want to go out tonight. The same places the mothers want to go to,
All right.
the
We want some
fathers want
lobster.
to go to. Okay? I want
Lobster.
to cook meal. I don't want you to fry no chicken. I can do that my damn self. I want to go to
Exactly.
no Root
Exactly.
Chris, Cal, Peters and Luger's,
Mm-hmm.
Martin, STK. I want to go somewhere nice that a woman will actually expect who's the mother
All right.
for her man or father would like to go to. So please, ladies, we understand there's a lot of single mothers out there that are very bitter. They are very, very bitter. But at the end of the day, it's not about you, okay? And most importantly, you made that decision to
Mm-hmm.
have a man's baby. That ain't shit.
Mm-hmm. That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
That's not our
Exactly.
problem.
That's
That's
on
not our
you.
problem.
Yeah, that's on you.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be bitter, ladies. Do not ruin Father's Day for us because you are bitter and your
Mm-hmm.
baby daddy doesn't do so-called in quotations anything for you. We don't care. We don't care. You pick them.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Absolutely. Juneteenth, all my brothers and sisters, is a very important holiday. I'm glad we got that national holiday. We finally got a little respect.
We still got a long way to go.
We got a long way to go, but
We
this
still
is a
got a
little
long way to
something
go.
we could,
Exactly.
enjoy. We take this W. We scored a touchdown. We take this W and everybody enjoy the Juneteenth holiday weekend, man. I'm going to enjoy it because I'm getting time to have. So that the extra ends on the paycheck will be very, very, very nice.
Very, 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 very nice. Absolutely. Very nice.
Uh,
Very nice.
Absolutely. So man, let's get right into it. The NBA Finals is over, man. It is over. It is over. It is over. The Golden State San Francisco Warriors defeated the Boston Celtics. My brother, Mr. Wilson, what was your take on a closeout game? Golden State Warriors getting the job done. Steph getting it done. The whole team showed up. Draymond showed up. So what do you
Shaking
think?
my head. Shaking my head to answer the questions. I have a very close friend of mine who is the biggest Golden State fan, and every time I'm going to be around him for at least the next couple of months before the next season is going to be pretty bad for me. Because he has made this proclamation apparently for some time now, and I had bet against him every single time, and every single time I bet against him, I've lost. So I began the phone calls, I began the videos, the text messages, and I have to sit here and eat crow, and I have to admit that the Golden State Warriors did what they were supposed to do. They closed it out, and I had to sit here and congratulate the Golden State Warriors winning their fourth championship in 6 years now. I mean, come on. It's
Yeah.
getting annoying. And the scary part about this whole situation is they're only getting better and only deeper. One of the flaws that Golden State had in previous seasons was the fact that they weren't as deep as they are. You can't say that anymore because now they have a James Wiseman. Now you have a Jordan Poole. Now you have and you want to include Andrew Wiggins. You also have a return, like I said, returning James Washington. You have Bielitsa. You've had Gary Payton II. And this team is now deeper, and they can still make moves in the offseason if they want to improve. But they have to make one major decision this offseason. Either you give Andrew Wiggins the contract extension, or you give Jordan Poole the bag. You can't pay both. Apparently, they don't have enough money, Bo, because you already gave money to Steph, Clay, and Draymond. We don't know what Iggy's going to do. Is he going to retire? I saw a stat that is crazy, bro. That this is, I believe it's like Iggy's like fifth or sixth straight NBA Finals or something like that. I'm like, damn. When you think about it, a guy like Iguodala, that's like just water under the bridge. That's kind of impressive.
Yeah, he was in Miami when they went to the finals.
Yeah, and right, and I'm like, damn, that is pretty damn impressive. So, yeah, once again, congratulations to the Golden State Warriors. But on the Boston side, I have to give shout out to Jaylen Brown. He showed up this entire series. I damn sure have to give some love to Al Horford. He showed up. The oldest dude on the roster showed up. And nobody else didn't, with the exception of Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum, I'm pretty sure he's going to be quiet for the next couple of weeks because he had a horrendous NBA Finals. Homie shot 37% from the whole field. That is not good at all. He was horrible this whole series. And I believe his worst performance was last night when he only scored 13 points and 7 assists. First of all, you ain't getting no offensive or defensive rebounds. You were pretty horrible on the glass. You were horrible shooting. And you only scored 2 points in the second half when the Warriors was just busting your ass. And only two people that responded was Al Horford and Jaylen Brown. I don't want to hear any more talk about Jaylen, who's the better player between Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, because this whole entire series proved, in my opinion, that Jaylen Brown is the better player than Jason Tatum. As of right now, until I see otherwise, Jaylen Brown is the better player than Jason Tatum. My issue with Jason Tatum is, in the offseason, he's going to have to work on, they're going to have to change him doing too much ISO. Because right now, modern day ISO is not working in the NBA. I say that because you see a lot of teams like Golden State who have the IQ of ball movement. And Jason Tatum seems to be act like he's going 1-on-5 or 5-on-1 and just dribbling and doing a step back and shooting. And now it works sometimes during the season, but in the playoffs that don't work. You have to play a team game. And it just clearly exploited what the issues were with Jason Tatum. It clearly showed that so much ISO and not moving the ball, with the exception of the game he played last night having 7 assists, proves that you can't have ISO ball in anymore. If I want to be truly honest, Jeff, Jason Tatum reminded me of a younger version of Carmelo Anthony this series. A lot of ISO play, a lot of back downs, a lot of mid-range shots, and a lot of threes, and also a lot of missed jumpers. We're not talking New York Melo, we're talking Denver Melo. He reminded me a lot of Denver Melo, but it's just a lot less, size.
Of course, we're not talking about New York Nick Melo. Of course not. We're not talking about it. I mean, why would you do that?
There you go. I'm using an example, and you just can't see what I'm talking about. You can't help yourself. You cannot help yourself.
I just said, of course. Why would we talk about New York Melo? I mean, why?
No, go ahead. Go ahead,
finish your point.
No, I'm good. I'm done. Bro.
What?
You can, as soon as I say the word Nick, here you go, just go on a little ring. You just make me say, just go ahead.
I mean, it's obvious we wasn't talking about New York Nick Melo. I mean, my God, what did he achieve in New York? He just got put on the colors and got contaminated. And he made a couple of all-star teams, and then after that, he just totally disappeared. Okay? Now, big shout out to Chef Curry. Showed up. He didn't have the bad game like he did in Game 5. Man showed up 34 points. He had 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Draymond had a double. And also, Draymond actually led the team in assists in this game with 8 assists.
As he's supposed to.
John, absolutely. Jordan Poole showed up, hit some big shots to pull away from the Boston Celtics. Otto Porter Jr. hit some big clutch shots. They were just in a different
mode.
They was in killer instinct.
Right.
Your coach came out and said, we're going to get it done in 6. We're going to win the Boston. And that's the mindset that, the Golden State Warriors came in Game 6. And have you noticed, for Steve Kerr, who comes from that Phil Jackson coaching tree, especially that Bulls team, they never went to a Game 7.
Right.
So it's very interesting that Steve Kerr would say something like that was over in Game 6. Because that's what he actually learned and challenged his team. Like, hey, we got to get it done. We can't afford to go back home. We at home doesn't mean there's a guarantee that we're going to win at home. But it is very interesting how he used that for some philosophy that Phil Jackson, when he was one of the greatest coaches of all time, not one of the worst GMs, executives of all time, when he was with the Knicks. But when he was a coach and with the Lakers and everything.
Again, bro.
I'm just saying. Was Phil Jackson a GM for the Knicks? That's what I'm asking. And he did a terrible job. That's what I'm saying. Jaylen Brown showed up. He had 34 points. Al Horford had 19, 14 rebounds. Marcus Smart, not so well. All that flopping. Nobody else on the bench showed up for the Boston Celtics. Turnovers was horrendous. I mean, my God, the amount of turnovers that the Boston Celtics had basically gave this game away.
Pretty much. This game and the last game, they had too many turnovers, way too many.
And I know the season is ended, but I was kind of thinking it was earlier. I just want to know what you think about this. The Boston Celtics is missing a true point guard.
A playmaker, correct.
A playmaker, a floor general. Now, if I was the GM, if I was Brad Stevens, I'd be looking to call Rondo.
Bring him back home.
Because that's what he was missing. He's a floor general. He can pass the ball, and he can score when he needs to.
Right.
So if I'm Brad Stevens, I'm calling Rondo, hey, come home. Come, we need you. Because just having Marcus Smart at the point was not a natural point guard. To me, more like a 2.
Right.
Putting Rondo at that 1, Smart at the 2, Jamin at the 3, Tatum at the 4, and Al at the 5. That's a pretty good damn lineup. Offensively and defensively.
I think one playmaker is not enough for the Boston Celtics. They need 2. They need 2 playmakers. One for the starters and one from the bench. Because it clearly shows that as good as Marcus Smart is defensively, he's not a playmaker. He can make plays, but he's not a playmaker. He's not an IQ guy like a Rondo. You need a guy like a Rondo. You need a guy maybe like the Elfrid Payton. You need guys that you can get for a lower level type minimum type player and get them to set the offense. Maybe you have to make some moves in the offseason to get those type of players. But everything is fine for Boston except for having playmakers. Maybe get another 2-way, maybe go off the bench, maybe get another shooter. One of those 2. But you have to have something of that nature. You can't keep going the same way and having Marcus Smart as your point guard when he has so many defense, he has so many assignments. You're asking Marcus Smart to be a playmaker, then a defender, then a shooter from the corner. You're asking for way too much from one player. Like the man won Defensive Player of the Year, but you can out.
So I'm gonna have some tech issues. Trying to get Marcus back. While you're at it, make sure you subscribe to all the platforms we are on. The link is in the description below. We are live on Twitch, we are live on YouTube, and we are live on our Social Nature TV Facebook page. So make sure you subscribe, turn on notifications when we go live. The network is coming real soon. So just be prepared for new content coming in the fall. We got some more shows for the network. Got a website coming. We got some musical projects coming. Documentaries coming. If you'd like to be part of the network, hit me up at socialnationtv@gmail.com. socialnationtv@gmail.com. And also, we're looking for partners. We're looking for sponsorship. We're looking for, if you have your own business, you'd like to run an ad on our network, just hit me up at socialnationtv@gmail.com. I will see all the information about the network. Please bear with us, trying to get Marcus back.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You're good.
I was saying, they need 2 point guards. So you need a point guard, and I'm not talking about Pritchard as a scorer. Maybe they need to move Pritchard so you get better, more offensive time on another team. He's good. He's a good player off the bench, but they need more two-way players, another two-way player or two, and they need another playmaker. I think that's all really they need. They have everything else: inside scoring, rebounding, defense, shooting. They have everything that you need except for playmaking. And I believe they need it not just for your starters. You need someone coming off the bench to be a playmaker as well. I think that's what Boston needs. And I will also believe that Boston, they were kind of feeling themselves. Why? Because you sweep Brooklyn. I'm sorry. You sweep Brooklyn. You sweep Brooklyn. I'm trying to get to my point. I'm sorry.
You get on my nerves.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man. I'm trying to. We can't forget about it. It's the only team that got swept to the pool. Okay, I'm sorry. They got swept.
At least we made it to the damn playoffs.
See,
Y'all even made the damn playing game. Not even doing that. You over here talking. He got swept in the playoffs. At least we made it.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. They got swept, right? They got swept, and then they found a way to beat Milwaukee. And you can say he cheated. We don't care.
Yeah, that was God's plan. Anyway.
Oh, that was God's plan. Because you want to talk
about... Yeah, it was God's plan. God don't like ugly. That's what I'm saying. God don't like ugly.
No, it was funny. You talk about God's plan when Drake's new album was out today. I just find it funny. You want to talk about that? All right, cool. It's all good.
Well, no, I didn't know that. But, shout out to Drake and his new album. But I didn't know Drake came out with an album. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, it was this God's plans because God don't like cheaters.
Now the man's a cheater. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who he's talking about, ladies and gentlemen, he's talking about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the defensive player of the year, former defensive player of the year, a former two-time MVP, a former Finals MVP.
Nobody cares.
Everybody
Nobody cares.
Allegedly one of the best players in the league right now. And then you're
Can't disagree with that.
He's a cheater.
There's a cheater.
Why did he? Let us know. Why did he cheat, Jeff? Go ahead.
Come on, man. You know why the man cheated, man? That man panicked because he and his team was getting a butts whoop. Kyrie Irving was slicing and dicing like Walt Clyde Frazier like to say with his coating himself and his with his pimping suits at ringside. Can you get yourself a decent suit, Walt Clyde Frazier? Can you get yourself a decent suit?
First of all, what you're not going to do on our show is disrespect the great Walt Clyde Frazier. That's number one.
Excuse me?
What you're not going to do is disrespect the one of the top 75, the great Walt Clyde Frazier, and the term is swishing and dishing. That's the term. He was swishing and dishing.
Well, yes, whatever. Okay, where you need to go is go to Banana Republic and get a decent suit. That's what you need to do. Or you need to come to the Bronx. We go to Florida Road and we can shop for some decent suits. Come in looking like a pit, looking like Dolomite. Or cow print suits and cheetah print suits and stuff like that. Looking there. It's in 1974. It's 2022. Not 1972.
What's the problem?
Anyway, what's the problem? You too damn loud. That's the problem.
So what? That's his style. There's a lot of people. When you talking about
it's outdated.
I don't understand. You talk about him, but you don't see dude like Russell Westbrook wearing loud ass shit. But you want to talk about Walt Clyde Frazier, the man who's been wearing suits.
Both of them crazy. You want to ask me?
Be respectful. The great Walt Clyde Frazier has been wearing those suits since the 70s.
That's the problem.
So
it's not the 70s anymore.
It don't matter. He still look good.
You better go to Town Ford and get you a decent suit. You got money. Or tell Pumas to make you a suit. A nice, decent suit.
So now you trying to count the man money? Now you trying to count the man money now? Is that what we doing?
The man have a lifetime deal with Puma. I mean, ain't a secret. Ain't getting money for MSG, being an announcer. That man getting money because he got a pension as well from the NBA. That mother, he got money. Got his own restaurant, which is a nice restaurant, by the way. I like the little mini court you have in there as well. You know, it's Father's Day. If you want to take your father or your husband or something like that out to dinner, Walt Clyde's is a good restaurant.
Before you continue, where is Walt Clyde's restaurant at?
In that hellhole. 34. That hellhole was on 34th Street.
Nah, ain't no damn 34th Street. Watch your mouth. Where is Walt Clyde Frazier's restaurant? Be respectful.
Where? It's on 34th Street, right?
It's in the world's most famous arena, the greatest arena in the world, Madison Square Garden. Not be respectful.
No, please. Contaminated venue.
You just first of all, watch your mouth. You just sat here and talked to the public how it was a good restaurant. So you walked in.
No, it's good. It's a good restaurant.
Exactly. So you weren't contaminated, were you?
Wait, it's inside Madison Garden or around Madison Garden?
It's in the same damn building. It's just in the bottom, in the lower lobby level. That's where it is. So
okay.
Be respectful. You were just in there. So
I never been there, but I see pictures of it.
Do not tell the public lies. Tell the truth. You just sat here and said the food was good, and you enjoyed yourself. Did you not?
No, I didn't say that. I said I heard it's a nice restaurant. I said anybody they take their father to, I recommend Walt Frazier. It's a nice looking restaurant. Mm-hmm. I never been there personally. I mean, why? I want to go there. With Nick owns the restaurant. You know. But anyway, getting back to Giannis, everybody knows he's a damn cheater. And that man should be stripped of everything that man achieved in the championship. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But my question to you...
Can't strip a man from winning the title.
Excuse me? Yes, it could.
You cannot strip a man from winning a championship.
The board of directors can do anything.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
And I'm gonna start a petition to strip the Milwaukee Bucks from their title from last year.
It's been 3 years. Cheated. It's been 2.5 years. And then you still want to strip a man from a title. Do you know this man is about to have a movie from Disney coming out right now?
Nobody gonna watch that shit, so stop.
Oh, be respectful.
Nobody watching that.
About all three brothers. About the whole
Who cares?
Wow.
Well, 2 bench warmers and a cheater. That's what Disney Plus is promoting. two bench warmers and a cheater who cheated his way to an NBA title. That's going to be a documentary. I want to know their side of the story. It's not going to be. Is it real? Is it a real documentary? Is he going to confess? I panicked when Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew was whooping my team's butt, and I stepped on his foot on purpose to get him out of the damn series. Is he going to say that in the documentary? No, he ain't going to say that. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear nothing about no damn Giannis and no damn documentary, whatever.
Documentary movie, and there are people that are playing Giannis, Thanasis, and I believe it's Alex Antetokounmpo. There are three other people. I'm
gonna call Disney Plus myself for them to take it down. I mean, you got other documentaries.
You don't have that type of power, sir. You don't have that type of power.
Never underestimate me. I got some connections. But anyway, my question to you, since the Golden State Warriors won their fourth NBA title, Steph finally got his MVP in the finals. Where does this put Steph Curry on the top 10 all-time greatest players list?
It puts him in the top 10, but it does. I think it puts him literally at 10 to like 7. Puts him in like 10 to 7. You're not MJ. You're not Magic.
Well, you said 10 to 7. MJ is not even 10 to 7. He's like way down. He's like top 5.
I'm saying you're not Jordan. You're not Magic. You're not Kobe. You're not Bron. You're not Shaq. But you're there.
But Shaq got 4 rings.
You're not. Doesn't matter. I'm using these names. I'm using as an example. You're not Bill. He's not Bill Russell. Bill Russell has how many rings?
Well, 11.
Yes.
With an era when he had 6 teams. I mean, go ahead with your bad self. I don't hear nothing about no damn Bill Russell. No, I don't hear nothing about no damn Bill Russell, man.
How is he not? He's not there. How is he not there? Bill Russell.
I say
the man got 11 rings. If you want, I'm gonna give
the man.
I'm gonna hit you with something that you're not gonna believe. Guess
what?
Who has more titles than Michael Jordan?
It's Bill Russell.
No, it's not only Bill Russell. It's the dude that Michael Jordan has slapped in the fucking practice game a couple years ago, or in the 90s, and that is.
I'm talking about as a player. I'm talking about coach titles. Does that?
Bro, Steve Kerr has titles as a player and as a coach.
But the coaches doesn't count when you talk about the greatest of all time. Steve Kerr is the greatest player of all time.
No, he's not the greatest player of all time.
Exactly. So why are you bringing Steve Kerr to this? Would you put Steve Kerr in your top 10?
No.
I'll talk about Bill Russell, the man who played with 7 to 8 Hall of Famers, who had better teams, only like 6-7 teams in his era. It was only him and Wilt, and the Boston Celtics had a better team every time Wilt went up against him. That's why Wilt Chamberlain only has 2 championships.
Is that Bill Russell's fault?
No, it's not Bill Russell's fault. But I'm saying how it is. The man who played with Bob Cousy, Sam Jones, John Havlicek. I mean, my God.
The man won 11 titles. And he was a coach at the time in a very, very hostile environment.
That was his last year when he won in 1969. The man played from 1954 all the way to 1969, okay? The last year in 1969 when he won the title, that's when he was a player coach. Other than that, it was Red Auerbach. I don't want to hear that.
So you ain't trying to give this man no props, no nothing.
No, I give him props, but the way that people, he has 11 rings. I mean, of course, if I had 7 to 8 Hall of Famers on the damn team, I have 11 rings too.
Hey, look, good.
When you think about it, the man only averaged, like 15 to 18 points a game?
I mean, Bill Russell was also Defensive Player of the Year most of the time also. So it's not.
That's why he was good on defense. I give you that. He's the best defensive player in the league.
I mean, it is what it is. What's the problem?
I'm just saying. When people bring up 11 rings, so who cares? I mean, you look at his era. He had the best team in that whole era. That's why they won 11 championships.
Mm-hmm.
It was less teams.
Mm-hmm.
So you said Steph want to go from 10 to 7. He cannot go to top 5.
Who is your top 5 in terms of NBA championships and Finals MVP? Because it took Steph a while to get that. In my opinion, Steph should have got that first one in the first Warriors one. It should never went to Iguodala. You could both agree with that, right?
No, I disagree.
So you think Iguodala actually deserved that?
You know what the hell I just said? Yes. That man was hitting clutch shot after clutch shot after clutch shot.
But Curry was still doing his thing. I understand he's
Nobody said he wasn't, but he wasn't. He didn't stand out like Iggy stood out.
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's fine. Continue though. Continue.
I think when it's all said and done, I think it's too early to put him in the top 5 right now. Because you can't put him in the Magic, because Magic got 5 rings.
Correct.
Greatest one of the greatest point guard of all time, changed the game. But you have to remember, Steph Curry changed the game as well.
Absolutely. Well, you're not putting Steph around ahead of Magic. You're not crazy enough to do that. You know,
If Steph Curry if Steph Curry ends his career with more rings than Magic, I would have to consider it. Based on
Magic have?
5. Based on impact, how they changed the game.
Okay.
And you have to put it. You have to acknowledge this. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time. Right now, we don't know 40 years by now. It might be another Steph Curry.
Without a doubt.
So you have to consider that to put him in the top 5.
I agree with that.
And I would have to consider taking Wilt Chamberlain out.
You need to be drug tested. Are you serious? Are you serious?
For what?
Are you serious?
Yes.
Will Chamberlain. Why?
Why?
I want to
rings.
Why?
He only has 2 rings.
Well, he was dominant.
No, what counts is because he was dominant. So was Shaq. And Shaq got 4.
All right, so where's Tim Duncan on this?
Tim got what? 5 rings?
Is Tim Duncan top 5? He's there.
I believe he's the best power forward all time.
No. We know that. We agree with that. But where is he in terms of NBA Finals and NBA Finals MVP wise? Where is he?
He could be considered top 5.
Okay, cool. I agree. You said Shaq is possibly not there?
No, Shaq is the greatest center to me all time. I would take him over Wilt Chamberlain.
I'm not going to have look. You know me. I'm a Jersey guy. I was born in Jersey, Jersey City. That Shaq's family is still out there. I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm going to ride with Shaq. I'm going to ride with the Diesel. During my time, I was a Shaq and Kobe fan. Nobody could not stop Shaq and Kobe and them Lakers. Rick Fox, Derek Fisher, Samaki Walker, Luka Walton, Mark Manson. The names go on and on. Derek Fisher, yada yada yada. We could not be stopped. The only person that could have stopped us was the refs, but you know that's still under investigation after 2004 because everybody said that we cheated against Sacramento or Portland, yada yada yada, whatever. But it is what it is. But continue.
I would take Shaq over Wilt Chamberlain. And here's why. They both were dominant, right? Shaq never put the numbers as Wilt Chamberlain did in the regular season. But Wilt Chamberlain never played in the era never played with players in his era like Shaq did. Yeah,
Played
Patrick.
against Bill Russell.
That's the only damn center you can actually name. Give me another center that played in that era.
I'm sorry, did he not play against Kareem? Did he not play against Oscar Robertson, even though he's not Oscar Robertson? Really wasn't a big.
I said centers.
Kareem. Who was after Kareem? Who played?
He did.
Okay, I can see.
He only in the finals. He only played against Kareem once, and that's when Kareem won with the Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I hear you.
He played with David Robinson, that bum Patrick Ewing, Akeem.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
It's a knee.
That's the great Patrick Ewing.
Oh, please. Oh,
you
please.
watch your mouth when you
please.
He gave us our heart, his knees, his foot, his legs.
But no championship. No championship. Just a high top match sweat just glistening in the fourth quarter and them big ass knee patches.
See, here you go. You can't help yourself, and you don't get in my feelings. You know how I feel about my 90s. See,
you did nothing
on purpose. You did this on purpose.
Why do you celebrate?
Finals. Twice.
What?
You got to the finals.
Yeah, the second time we got to the finals, it wasn't Patrick Ewing doing. When y'all went to the finals '99, wasn't the man on the bench? Was he hurt?
First of all,
last time I checked, Marcus Camby that was doing the job.
It was short. It's a shortened season. We did all we could. We were no match for Tim Duncan and David Robinson. We were no match. We were no match at all. Okay? I'm just letting you know. We were no match. We were no match.
And I believe that Jordan would have came back for that shortened season. The Knicks would have went to the finals.
Here you go. Always talking about Jordan. Leave that man alone. We ain't got nothing. You know what? Look, he already gave him Jordan and Reggie Miller already gave us enough. All right? You already had enough problems. You had enough problems with it.
It's a damn shame y'all celebrate that 90s Knicks team. It's a damn shame. Y'all should be celebrating the team that actually won a damn championship.
You can't help yourself.
Yeah, what?
You can't help yourself.
Nobody. How in Oprah Winfrey's name, y'all celebrate a 90s team that did nothing, didn't bring home no chips, so the teams in the 70s actually brought 2 to New York. 2.
Because he gave us heart. He gave us everything. Everything that you cannot fathomly understand.
Y'all talk about the 90s team. You see something like that.
We had bum-ass Charles Smith, Charles Oakley, the great Charles Oakley, who I believe will still be a lockdown defender today. We had Derek Harper, who's a pit bull. We had bum-ass Herb Williams. We had the great John Starks, who was a shooting guard, who dunked on Horace Grant and Michael Jordan. And
no,
playing the playoffs.
Put Mike there. Put Mike in there. Let the bet game 7 in 94 finals.
Here we go. See, here you go hating again, man. You won't give me nothing.
What? I mean, you talk about the great John Starks. First of all, that's blasphemous. To put the word great in front of John Starks, who the man clutched out there championship in Game 7 that couldn't even throw a damn rock in a big ass pot.
Here you go, bro. Why you always bringing that up, man? Why you bringing
facts?
What did John Starks do? What did John Starks do to you?
He didn't do anything. People like you that actually want to parade him around like he actually did something for your team. Then they didn't do anything. He should be banned for a guard for that performance he put up in Game 7 of the NBA fight. That man should be banned. But y'all still welcome John Stark to the damn arena. And the man, every time I go to Madison Square Garden to win that game, he's there. Why is that? They just want to piss me off.
Disrespect.
Respect for what?
You and your
little
fans can never know.
First of all, watch around for the little blue.
Now I gotta watch my mouth, but you've been disrespecting my team since day one. So I gotta watch my mouth now, right?
I've been disrespecting your team. I've been giving you facts about your team and how much y'all stink and how much y'all delusional, and that's it.
Do you see how we were talking about? You can't go one episode without talking about my team. You just like me,
Listen,
so you are the
we
king of
talking about
no.
we were talking about Shaq, right?
No, what does Shaq got to do with my team? I just
I
what
thought
is
I said
exactly what does Shaq got to do with my team?
Shaq played against Danny Robinson, that bum Patrick Ewing,
Watch your
Akeem
mouth.
Olajuwon,
That's not,
Akeem
watch your
Olajuwon.
mouth. Watch your mouth.
What?
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth about Patrick Ewing,
What?
man. Watch your mouth about Patrick Ewing, man. Watch your mouth about
That
Patrick
bum
Ewing.
Patrick Ewing, the kid named Matumbo. I mean, the list goes on how many great centers Shaq played against, and then Bill Russell only played against Wilt Chamberlain in 1 year against them Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And everybody want to act like, oh, he come from an era where great centers is at. I see Shaq do a 360. Can Bill Russell do that in the game? He did a 360 dunk in the game. It was a 1997 All-Star game. Shaq got the ball on a fast break and did a 360 dunk. I don't think Will Chamberlain can do that. I don't think Bill Russell can do that. Hell, even other centers that were playing against Shaq during the time couldn't even do that. Maybe Akeem Olajuwon. Maybe, but I never saw him do it. That's what I'm saying. What?
Disgust.
Are you quiet?
You just disgust me. Just disgust me. Let's continue. You don't even know what the question was. What was the question? Now, the question I had to ask you is, Steve Kerr now has 9 championships.
Yes.
9 championships. What was it? 4 as a coach, 5 as a NBA player. Is he getting?
Well, he won 3 with the Bulls and 2 with the Spurs.
Right. So that's 6, and he has 3 with Golden State. Are you think in your opinion that Steve Kerr is getting close to that Phil Jackson level? Is he the best coach in the NBA right now, in your opinion?
Is he the best coach right now?
It's a damn good question.
I'm going to say yes, he's the best coach right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he have his players available,
he made it work.
Obviously, last year they didn't have their best players, and we couldn't do nothing. But that also shows you the talent that you have, and that could be an advantage when it comes to arguments like these. But he's definitely top 5 best coaches right now in the NBA. Well, where do you rank him? That's very highly debatable because you got Pop there, you got Doc, you got Steve Kerr, and I don't know who else. I can't think of who else could be in that top 5 right now.
I mean, it's not Steve Nash, but you
ain't get no pushback from me.
Doc Rivers maybe.
Who's the coach for your team? I can't remember. Yeah, I had so many throughout the years. Yeah, who was it? Mike Woodson? Like who's the coach for the Knicks?
It's Tibbs. Watch, be respectful.
Oh, it's Tibbs. Okay, I can't keep.
You know who the coach is. Tibbs. You be respectful. You be respectful.
What? What?
You be respectful. You be respectful. Tibbs.
I mean, he does have a chip as an assistant coach.
Tibbs is a better coach than your coach is. He's a better coach.
I agree with you.
Exactly. And we got better players.
Get the fuck out of here! What fucking warming up? Get out of here!
The Knicks got better players than the Knicks. I mean, the Knicks got better players than the Nets.
Alright, let me take that back. Sorry. I gotta apologize. Even this far, it is too far.
That was too damn far.
So you know what? I just want Kevin Durant on my team. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just saw Kevin Durant in the blue and orange, and I forget he was in the black and blue. I mean, black and white, whatever color.
He should be. God, I didn't open the contract. Yeah, he would have been pissed.
Anywho, at the end of the day, I don't even know what the question was no more, man. that last point I just made just rattled the hell out of me. I said we got
When you talk about
15 of
coaches,
y'all.
who are these coaches right now?
The best
Steve Kerr's the top five.
Steve Kerr. Ooh,
He's
he's
top
not a
five.
better coach. Is he better than Red Auerbach? No.
No, I'm not talking about all time. I'm talking about right now in the league.
Oh, right now. Pop is still one for me. Pop, Steve Kerr, Doc Rivers, Mike Budenholzer, and who would be the fifth best coach? I can't go with Jason Kidd yet. He's too early. Um, I don't know who that number 5 coach would be. I can't put Tibbs. I can't do it. Eh, I think it's that 4 right there. I don't know if you could put the fifth in. Let me know because I don't know who that fifth best coach would be. Okay.
Tyronn Lue.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, Ty Lue. Ty Lue is like top 5, absolutely. I'm saying the next year, Clippers going to Clippers going to finals. Clippers going to finals. I can't say. I have to say, it. Clippers going, bro. Clippers going.
Get the fuck out of here! What fucking warming up? Get out of here!
You know what? We got a healthy Kawhi, a healthy PG.
Oh, you still gonna play? You still gonna play? I'm gonna play.
He's playing.
Are you sure? Are you
He ain't got
sure?
no excuses.
Out for 2 years.
He ain't got no excuses. He ain't got no excuses now.
What about Pandemic Pete? Is he gonna show up?
First of all, his name is Playoff P. If you respectful.
What? He shows up in the playoffs.
It's
Playoff P. Pandemic Pete.
It's Playoff P. It's Playoff P.
Or he's gonna be at LA Rams games, you know, what Kawhi just sipping on Mai Tais and everything. Is he gonna play?
He gonna play. We ready. We ready. And we got a stacked squad. Ready for the bum ass Lakers. Ready
Stacked
for the
squad.
Suns, and even ready for the Warriors. They ain't ready.
Right now, and let's just gather up all these bricks and let's build a shelter for the homeless, so that maybe your mother has a place to live. And your sister.
He don't feel shit because he cooked up all the motherfucking time.
Yeah, unbelievable.
No, I'm not.
Unbelievable.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not unbelievable. No,
Are the
no.
Clippers going to playoffs next year?
Yes, they are. And I'm saying it now. And I want you to record what I'm saying because
It's going to be on YouTube forever, so I can always go back to footage.
They're gonna beat the Lakers. They're gonna beat the Suns. They even gonna beat the Warriors because they can match up with the Warriors defensively. Because they got the pieces and the parts. The Clippers is coming. PG, playoff P, and Kawhi is coming. I'm saying it right now. I don't care what you say.
Stop the cat.
Ain't no stopping none. Tell them that.
Moving on with your pathetic Clippers.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Where does the Warriors dynasty rank in NBA history as of right now?
Oh, it's pretty good, man. It's not like it's not Michael Jordan dynasty Bulls, but it's pretty up there, bro. It's just damn well impressive what they've done the last 4 to 6. 4 to 6 championship is pretty damn good, bro. It's pretty damn good. It's respectable. It's very respectable. As annoying as it is, it's very respectable. I can't front on it. It's unbelievable. But it's not back to back to back, 3 back to back to backs like Michael Jordan and the Bulls did tonight.
3 peats.
As annoying as that was, because he had to face us a couple times, and it didn't turn out too good for us. So
As usual. I got it.
see, I'm sitting here pouring out my heart and you just want to stomp all over it like a rat on the train station. Like, let me have my moment, man. Damn, let me have my moment.
I just
No.
okay.
I don't need you to add to it. I don't need you to add to it. Let me have it. But no, you want it. You like stomp all over it and continue it.
I mean, it's a natural reaction. You know?
Oh, I don't want to hear it. Go ahead. I'm done.
I'm going to put this Warrior Dynasty in the top 5 right now.
Wow.
Top 5 dynasty all time.
Wow. That's impressive.
You got to go with the Celtics, Bulls, Showtime Lakers, the Spurs, and I picked the Warriors at 5. On how consistent they've been since they won their first championship.
Gotcha.
Because I believe they should have had 5 if Kevin Durant would have got hurt. No, they should have 6 right now. They should not have lost to LeBron coming back from 3-1. They had the best record that year in the NBA. They should have never lost that.
I agree.
And they should have won. If Kevin Durant was healthy against Toronto and Clay would have got hurt, they would have beat Toronto.
I agree.
So they should have 6 titles. They should be matched up with the Bulls right now. No, you disagree?
No, I agree with you. I was just disgusted by it.
It's okay, man. I mean, you can't say about the Knicks and they only got 2 championships.
Say you have a problem.
I'm saying.
You have a problem. You need help. I'm not saying nothing. You need help. Why you like leave my team alone, bro? Leave my team alone. Leave my team alone.
I mean, I don't know a team that owns 2 championships.
Alone.
Oh no, but it's not that bad as the Jets. The Jets only got 1 chip.
What?
That's not as bad.
What about my Giants?
They got 5.
Remember them last 2?
Oh, your defense help you win the chip?
I don't want to hear that.
The Jets was on Eli Manning, tell you that.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. No, it was all defense. It was Michael Strahan and it was Justin Tuck and the boys that led y'all to a title. I don't want to hit nothing about no damn Eli Manning, that damn football he threw to what's his name? What?
David Tyree.
David Tyree, who caught the damn ball with his helmet.
On his helmet, exactly. On his helmet.
It was a damn little Giants moment.
Be respectful.
Oh, please.
Be respectful.
Please. Nobody cares about your damn Giants. They stink anyway.
Such a hate. You are such a hater right now.
They stink.
Whatever. Now, we done with the NBA. We have to go to a very serious situation that's going on with the WWE. We gotta move on from that.
Yes.
Vince McMahon has stepped down as CEO of the WWE amid allegations. My question to you, Jeff, is what is your response to all of this that's going on right now? Currently, just like your TV is, just like mine is, we are both still watching SmackDown Live. We have to watch eventually Vince McMahon come out because he is scheduled to be on the program tonight. What is your thoughts and your reaction to finding out that finally, and not in Dwayne The Rock Johnson's voice, finally, he is finally stepping down as CEO of WWE?
I mean, he has to because WWE is a public company now, and I think one of the biggest mistakes Vince McMahon made was actually going public. He should have stayed a private company, just like AEW now. And I believe this wouldn't have been as bad as it was a private company than actually a public, because you have people that's on your board who really doesn't know anything about wrestling. All they care about is the product being successful and them checks. That's why the WWE is in its state as it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
The product is not that good, and don't even get me started about Raw. SmackDown is okay. I can deal with SmackDown, but NXT, nope, terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Monday Night Raw, I come home and put it on mute and only watch segments that I really want to watch on Monday Night Raw. At the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I'm watching YouTube videos or some reruns of Law and Order SVU or something. Whatever is on besides watching Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw has to be. They have to go back to 2 hours.
But you know
And
that would never will happen. You know.
yeah, of course. It could be with the contract wise, the hell with USA and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the product is not that good on Raw and NXT. SmackDown, I could deal with. I could watch from front to back.
Right.
Um, Vince McMahon, from what I hear stories about Vince McMahon, he has a good heart and he's all about coming to the rescue with people that's close.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to the situation, um, I understand where Vince McMahon is coming from,
Mm-hmm.
but at the same time, it was very, very bad judgment of what he did.
Right.
One of your employees, Johnny Unitas,
Right.
a close guy that deal with talent relations and stuff like that with the wrestlers and everything, is having an affair. Who's also married, by the way, having an affair with a paralegal that works inside the WWE office in Stamford, Connecticut.
Right.
Vince McMahon finds about this, and he offers the woman $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I believe, as has been reported, that Vince McMahon has done this in the past, of trying to save the people that are close to him. But this one came back and bit him right in the ass
Right.
because other people knew about this,
Correct.
and other people knew about this. Emails got sent to the board of directors.
Mm-hmm.
So majority rules when it comes to the board of directors. So if you have 12-1, you have to go. That vote that Vince McMahon have to go. You have to go.
Right.
Now the thing is, I heard Stephanie could be coming back because she actually resigned for being chief brand officer, but she might be
Mm-hmm.
taking over that CEO position. I think that would be a good move for Stephanie because she knows the company from like the back of her hand.
Correct.
But the only thing is, only thing I like about it is that it's still a McMahon running it. That's one thing I like about it. If that is true with Stephanie, but going forward is going to be interesting on what Steph and her role is going to be, and is she willing to have Triple H by her side as well to help her in certain areas when it comes to the content, and because we hear everything all the time, everything stops with Vince McMahon. So when something creative, like a creative team, yeah, they can come up with the idea, but it's not a guarantee it's going to make it on the show because it has to go to Vince first. So it's definitely going to have that same mindset, which I think she is because she was trained by her father, and how much leeway she's going to give to Triple H or anybody else she's bringing in to be a part of her team to even make this product even better and take it to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Because Shane sold all his shares, so he's not a part of the company anymore. So it's going to be interesting what
Myself.
Stephanie's going to do going forward if it's true that she's taking over as CEO for the company.
Right.
But I still think Vince is going to be a consultant anyway.
Right.
He's going to be the thought there anyway.
Right. Um, the whole thing that's going on with Vince right now and John Laurinaitis and everything right now, Excuse the firecrackers are going on my background. I mean, it's the weekend. You know how it goes. This reminds me of a big time TV show that's currently on Showtime. I don't know if you watch it, Jeff, and I know a lot of our fans, they might do. It's called Succession. And this whole fiasco going on right now is straight out of this whole series Succession on Showtime. A big time CEO messing around with a paralegal illegally or unillegally, or allegedly, excuse me. And then the paralegal suing the company for $3 million just to keep their mouth shut. This is straight out of the TV show. Now, obviously, the roles are shifted, but the paradigm, and I'm not trying to say it and mock the paradigm is pretty much accurate in those words. This whole situation is crazy amidst the whole Sasha Banks situation, Sasha Banks Naomi situation, amidst the whole Randy Orton not going to be out until 2023 next year because of back surgery. Amidst all the releases they had and people being upset and going to AEW. And what's crazy is the fact that Stephanie was already let go of WWE. She decided to step out because of family. She wanted to be closer to family. But the truth really was, in my opinion, not hers, not anybody else's, that I believe that she wanted to step away because you had people and the whole shareholders talking shit about her, talking trash about her, basically. And when you have shareholders who think they know everything, like CEOs in pretty much every company they know what's best, instead of the product that is based upon it, like someone who has been grown up and groomed, like a Stephanie McMahon, who was really, literally under Andre the Giant's arms and legs, as well as Hulk Hogan, not metaphorically speaking. It's just the fact that at the end of the day, you're still going to have a McMahon. But my thing was like, I have no problem with Stephanie being the CEO. It's so funny how literally 3.5 weeks ago, she stepped down because of those reasons. People were talking about her and disrespecting her, and she's being buried. But now, 3 weeks later, she's in charge. And now those same people who were the shareholders, she got to walk into that building, into that office like, yo, y'all was talking about me, right? Now here I am. Karma comes around real fucking quick. Real quick. And we both discussed karma since season 1, how karma comes back with her like that. So now the same people that were talking about her and burying her, she has to sit down with those same shareholders that were talking about it. It's like, all right, I'm in charge now, interim CEO. Now what the problem is. And it's going to make for an awkward situation because Stephanie, in my opinion, I love Stephanie as a heel, but everybody feels like this role was naturally made for Triple H. If it wasn't for the success of NXT, there wouldn't be the indie stars, the Garganos, the Ciampas, the Adam Coles, the Samoa Joes, the Ricochets, the Shayna Baszler, the Street Profits, and the Chris Heroes, or as we like to call him, I forget his other name, the Kyle O'Reillys, and the name that goes so the Undisputed Era, as everybody likes to say. With those names, even Pat McAfee, to a change he's elevated his commentary stuff to straight to SmackDown, because he's had his first match, which was on NXT. That is all due to Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Yes, Vince had a hand on it and signed off on it, but it was all Triple H's idea. Can you imagine Triple H being that CEO of WWE and making matches for like dream matches for Roman Reigns against maybe a Ricochet or or Austin Theory and John Cena, which we know is coming for SummerSlam, or just matches that fresh matchup, bringing a Sasha. So we want to have this Sasha Banks situation, and I'm not saying Stephanie is not able to do it because I believe she is. Sasha Banks and Naomi are two people that you cannot have leave your company and go to the competition. Because we both know Sasha Banks and Naomi leave, they're not going to Impact. They're not going to do Japan. They're not doing the MLW. They're not going to Mexico. They're not going to AAA. They're going straight to AEW. We know that for an answer because Tony Khan, he going to sign that check. For those top two superstars to be free agents, I can see it now. Sasha Banks' real name, which won't be Sasha Banks versus Jade Cargill. Oh, hell yeah. I want that. I absolutely want that. Hell yeah. Sign that immediately. That's not even, and you don't even have to have it on pay-per-view. You have that on network TV. You have to have that. You use her real name. You don't have to have her stage name, Sasha Banks. And then you have Snoop Dogg walk her out to the ring when you already had Shaq a couple of months ago. Will have a match with Cody, and then you got Snoop, who's already affiliated with a whole bunch of networks because Snoop is always going to be Snoop. Walk her out to a ring as her real name and not the Sasha Banks name. And then the same thing with Naomi, you give her a whole different name and be cool with it, and the next you know, you have a problem on your hands because you eliminate Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, Asuka, and of course your favorite, Charlotte Flair. What really do you have? You have a whole bunch of come-ups that are going to be in a Money in the Bank ladder match, but nobody won't care for the name, time, or won't give a damn unless they can talk or do a pipe bomb promo. And if they can't give you that, then what good are they are in the ring? They could be as good as they are on the ring, but they can't talk, they can't do this, charity work, this or that. They are pretty much useless at the WWE. Excuse me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's back. Can you hear me, brother? Can you hear me? Oh, it's on you? Okay. I'm listening to you, brother. Just letting you know. Oh, you got the bootleg headphones out. You got the Kevin Durant headphones out. Oh, he gotta get his headphones checked. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when Brooklyn Nets fans, they got the bootleg headphones. This is what you get. You get the bootleg headphones, you get the bootleg drinks, you get everything that is store-bought and Barclays Center. When you go in Barclays Center, everything comes cheap. That includes the headphones he's currently have right now, ladies and gentlemen. Everything is cheap. Cheap, 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 cheap. Probably came from the Rite Aid or the $99 store from what's the name of that store? Was it Dollar Mart, something like that? Family Dollar. You know, they all together with Brooklyn Nets, so you know everything got to stay the same. But it's so disrespectful. But it's all good. It's not his fault. It's just the company he works for. He works for the Brooklyn Nets, the Barclays Center, all that nastiness, all that disrespect. It's just crazy. Can you hear me now, brother? I can't hear you.
Watch
you
him out.
Did you hear what I said?
No, go ahead.
Did you hear nothing I just said?
Please.
Huh?
I know you said something funny about Barclays.
No, I was saying, well, you know, the Barclays Center, the headphones that you got, they all came from the Barclays. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you good. You good.
No, I was saying everything came from the Barclays Center. Everything was all fake. You know what I'm saying? You get the fake headphones, you get the fake everything. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. It just came from the Barclays Center. That's what happens. Everything, the headphones, the music, everything is all fake. It's unbelievable. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to you. Go ahead, brother. What is your opinion of this whole situation?
So how do you feel that Stephanie? What do you think? You actually think she's going to do a good job in this new role if she is CEO?
Absolutely. Because she did a great job when she was in charge she was in charge of management in 2002 when you had the SmackDown Six. And ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know who the SmackDown Six were, that was Kurt Angle, Chris Benoit, the Guerreros, Rey Mysterio, and Edge. And they produced all mixed matches and all type of matches. And if you don't believe me, go watch the Triple Threat Tag Team Title match at Survivor Series 2002 and beside Madison Square Garden. That was voted Match of the Year, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not forget about that. You had the SmackDown 6 and one of the greatest matches that we have ever seen. And you have all that talent all in one ring at the same time. She is beyond absolutely able to do what she needs to do. At the end of the day, she is a McMahon and know what she needs to do. She knows how to handle the CEO business. It's just a question of the board directors and go and give her the leadway, and as well as Vince, go and give her the leadway. Simple as that. And I believe they will. Your opinion, what do you think? What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I get it. I think she been around for a long time, and she knows the business, but it's not even in her hands. Is what the board of directors going to allow her to do. That's the way I see things.
Right.
Are they going to give a full creativity when it comes to the brand?
Mm-hmm.
Or are they going to treat it like Vince is running it? Like, meaning everything creatively and stuff like that is going to stop with Stephanie, and she's going to give the green light or the red light. Like, nope, this doesn't work. Green light, yes, this works. Let's put it on the show. And she's going to play the same role her father was playing for years. That's the question. And if they're not going to allow her to do that, because she'd been in creative meetings as well. You know. So it all depends what the board of directors and the power they're going to give her when running day-to-day operations as CEO of the company. I think they are, because they don't know shit about the rest of the business. They just shareholders. They just want to make money off of it. And I just happy that it's a McMahon that's running it. But with the Triple H thing, I would love to see Triple H be.
I would love to see it.
A part of it.
I would love to see it.
Maybe have another McMahon Hemsley era.
Just watch my man Riddle give always everything that he could, but the tribal chief, still the world champion, unstoppable right now. He can't do no wrong. Won another title championship match. His man is damn near over 700 days as world champion. I mean, damn. Man. This man can't be stopped.
Yeah, and I think what's next for Roman Reigns, man? It's like, who do you face next?
Hey man, I'm saying it right now. WrestleMania 39, him against if The Rock is not available, you gotta go with Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes, man.
Oh yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, that's the only suggestion.
That's the only thing. That's what made me excited.
Matter of fact, I go with triple threat: Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes for the WWE Undisputed World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, there's no other way, bro. There's no other way. If Rock is not available, he's the only one. He's the only one. There's nobody else.
But how would you work that? How would you make that happen? Would you have Seth? Would you have Seth win Money in the Bank? And
Money in the Bank.
And Cody win the Rumble.
And then Cody win the Rumble. And it just makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. I agree.
That'd be dope if they do that.
It's the only way. If you want to shake it up, then cool. But there's no other way, man. There's just no other way. There's really not.
Yeah, I don't think The Rock it'll be good to see The Rock come back for another match.
Roman Reigns and The Rock at WrestleMania 39 in Hollywood, not too far from that island of relevancy in LA. Oh, absolutely.
Oh man,
Hollywood,
Brock Lesnar
in Hollywood, bro. Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Brock Lesnar. Ain't no Brock.
Oh yeah, he's back.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Yes! Rematch! Let's go!
Wow.
Let's go!
Just for clarity, we were watching SmackDown.
I don't give a damn. One more time.
We are watching SmackDown right now live.
We ain't done yet. We ain't finished yet. We got one more match. Let's fucking go. Brock Roman. One more time, baby. Let's go, baby. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry. I'm hyped. I want one more time. One more time. Brock Roman. Money in the bank. One more time. He ain't learned, baby. Let's fucking go. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. See, your shit is faster than mine. I'm sorry. What happened to Vince talking about he's gonna come out? I don't know what happened. He's supposed to come out. He might come out after when TV cameras are off. Oh shit! Yeah, we not finished yet. We ain't finished. We got shit to do. We ain't done yet. I want my championship back, baby. We got shit to do, baby.
Oh god.
We ain't finished yet. We ain't finished.
He's gonna F5 him.
F5 is that? Wait, what? Why are you smiling? Why are you smiling? Wait, whoa. Wait, time out.
Now where's the Usos at? They just ran.
Ooh, time out. Wait, what is this? What is this? Wait, time out. Shaking hands, bro?
No, he's gonna F5 him.
Let's go!
Typical Brock.
Let's go! That's fine, baby. You thought we was finished? Nah, man. We ain't done yet. We just getting started. Let's go. You thought I was finished, baby.
He's gonna lose anyway.
Oh, yeah. I want to hear it. We ain't done yet.
He's gonna lose anyway.
We ain't done yet. We not finished yet. We ain't finished. We not finished. We ain't finished yet, fam.
Are you done?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just got hyped. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we see that. We hear that.
I'm sorry.
I
just got hyped. I'm sorry. My apologies.
AEW, New Japan have a pay-per-view coming up, Forbidden Door.
Yes,
what you think of the whole? Invasion thing with New Japan, bringing in New Japan wrestlers?
Is it really an invasion thing? Cause
no, it's not an invasion. Nah, I want to say that. No.
It reminds me of you remember when WWE came back and against ECW in 2006? That's what it reminds me of right now. And it's not to be disrespectful or anything. It just feels a little weird to me.
I like the card that they have for now.
I haven't really seen the card yet, so I can't. Can you tell me what the card is?
So you have you're gonna have John Moxley against Ashita or something like that.
Or Hiroshi Tanakashi.
Not the money maker one, the other one. You just said
Takada?
No. Takada is the money maker one with the money, right?
I believe so.
When the money falls down when he poses, that's not him. The other one.
It's not Okada.
The one with the spiky hair and stuff like that, with the big hair.
Oh, I forget his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So he's gonna go against John Moxley because because he won the Battle Royal. So it's gonna be as you know, CM Punk is hurt. So it's gonna be a interim championship, which is so stupid. I don't know why they did that. but it's gonna be another title interim world champion until CM Punk gets back from an injury.
Mm.
You have some of the guys from the Bull Club are going to be there. I think this Switchblade just won the Intercontinental Championship in Japan.
You talking about Jay White?
Jay White, yeah.
Jay White is the new IWGP World Heavyweight Champion.
World champion, yeah. So he's going to be a part of the pay-per-view. It's not set who's going to challenge yet, but it's going to be a pretty good card. Probably. No, Adam Page is not. Is it Adam Page?
It might be. Is it Jay White versus Adam Page? I believe it is.
I don't think it's Adam Page, though.
Because Jay White is scheduled to be on that show, and so is Adam Page, so I would think it'd be Adam.
It probably is. Probably. Yeah, it probably is.
It has to be. It has to be.
Yeah. It probably is. But yeah, it has a good card. You still got Thunder Rosa.
Thunder Rosa's a beast, man.
Yeah, she's the problem.
She's the problem, bro.
I don't know how she can make it to WWE, but she's an issue.
It's gonna be another Vince McMahon thing. If she ain't strapped or she ain't got the gun, she's not on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that. But it's gonna be a good card. The pay-per-view is next weekend,
Right.
next Saturday. So it's gonna be a good card. I think it's
gonna be, and it's in Chicago. CM Punk will unfortunately not be there due to injuries. It's Hiroshi Tanahashi, and Hiroshi Tanahashi is a beast in New Japan. And I think this is good. This reminds me of ECW versus WWE 2006. It's not WWE versus Invasion because there were too many things and it didn't fit at that time.
Right.
But this is WWE versus ECW 2006.
Yeah, so
in your opinion right now, in terms of wrestling, we're not talking about storylines, anything like that. In terms of wrestling, is AEW better than WWE in terms of wrestling, in your opinion?
In the ring, yes.
Okay. Storylines, WWE is better, right?
I would give the edge to WWE. Because it's what's wrong with AEW. They have a good storylines that's going, but it's too many damn factions, and the overall factions, and then what is the overall goal for AEW? Like, what is they don't have an identity. To me, it's just an independent promotion. To me, like where are we going? Like I don't understand, where are we going? If I was a writer or something for AEW, like the overall thing I would actually put up front, like where are we going with this? Because you have factions, but the factions is not the factions we actually used to. Like you started the Pinnacle, right? With MJF and all of them, but they're not really together every week. You usually see one of them. You will see MJF with what's his name, Shawn Marks. You will see him with each other. You never, So you would never see FTR with them. Some weeks you would. So it's not a traditional type faction to me. I think the only thing that goes close to a traditional faction is Jericho Stable. That's it. Because they work together.
Well, is it the Jericho Appreciation Society? Is that what you're talking about right now?
Yeah. Or was it Inner Circle when they named it? Because they was a unit together.
Well, Inner Circle was dead now, so it's dead.
No. I'm just talking about that was the only authentic stable during that time.
I got you.
But everybody else is they just putting Christian Cage with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus doesn't make any sense to me. Like what kind of faction is this? The what is it? The Good Brothers? What is their name?
Carl and It's the Good Brothers.
No, not them. The the tag team like with Orange Cassidy, the triple, what's their name?
Best friends.
Best friends, like best friends. I get them three, but when you added the girl to it and the guy that's with Moxley Stable and Daniel Bryan's in now, it's like
you talking about Wheeler Yuta.
Yeah, that didn't make any sense to me.
It makes perfect sense because Wheeler Yuta is an established wrestler on New Japan who was missing his edge. That the only way he could have had that is when he go to the Blackpool Combat Club.
But he was with the best friends first. Like, why would you add him to the best friends? That's what I mean. But it makes sense now with the Fighting Club now.
I understand.
Like, Dark Order should be disbanded. I mean, my God.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I
mean, the only way to fix that one is make sign Bray Wyatt. That's the only thing that makes sense.
I was about to say that.
They go strictly here on that one, but
the only reason why they're not disbanded is the recipes to Luke Harper, aka what was his real name? Damn it, what was his real name? Not Luke Harper.
I know what you're talking about,
name, bro.
I can't remember right now, but everybody knows what's wrong now.
Yes, if you know his real name, please tag us in. We humbly apologize out of respect. Not Luke Harper. It was he had an indie name, which is probably his new name, but we apologize. We don't remember his name. I'm sorry. What I'm saying is, they doing Dark Order out of respect to him, so they make sure because the son is -0, -10. So Dark Order will never be disbanded as much as we want to see it, but it's out of respect to the great Luke Harper.
No, I get that. I like what they do with the baddies. With TBS.
Because Kiera is Impact and Red Velvet had turned from face to heel. Because Red Velvet is a better heel than face more than MVP, and it makes sense.
I like where they go with that.
And then you got Stokely Hathaway, who is the previous Malcolm Bivens from NXT, who is a mastermind genius when it comes to management.
Right.
But Stokely Hathaway was his Indies name before he even came to NXT. So I'm cool with that. Absolutely. Definitely cool with it.
Yeah, that's a good stable.
Absolutely. I think the problem with AEW, there's way too many stables.
It's too much.
I think it's like a good 15 stable. Like if you think of WWE, there are two major stables right now. That's the Bloodline and it's Judgment Day. There's no other stable right now within WWE that is that dominant or so impactful like that. For AEW, the WWE is only two: Bloodline and the faction I just named. What's the name of the faction I just named? Is the Bloodline and the Judgment Day. AEW is about a good 15. You got Blackpool Combat Club. You got the Dark Order. You got Elite, you got Elite, you got you got the Undisputed Elite, you have you have so many names. So you got the Gun Club, you have at least let's name 7, but you got Hook and Danhausen, you got the FTW Club with Taz and them, and then you have Jericho Appreciation Society. And you have what's left with Eddie Kingston and their crew, and then it's too many names.
Yeah, it's too much. It's too much.
It's way too many factions. And then you got Scorpio Sky, and then the America's Top Team, and then you just said Jay Cargill and the Baddies, and it's like, bro, it's way too many. It's just way too many.
It's just way too much.
Yeah, it is.
It's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up.
Absolutely is. It absolutely is. But at the end of the day, it's just what it is with wrestling, and we're just come accustomed to it.
Yeah, so AEW, it reminds me of like early days of WCW when you had like why y'all make that face, man? Why I disrespect WCW like that?
I just laughed. I just said. I just laughed. Man. Go ahead. Go
Like
ahead.
early '90s when you had the Road Warriors, you had the Steiner Brothers, you had the Horsemen, you had
Mm,
Sting, you had Luger, you had Barry Windham, you had Sid
mm,
Vicious, you
mm,
had the Diamond Stud, you had all these good you had um, Cactus Jack, you had
mm.
Jake the Snake, you had
Yeah, Vader.
all Vader.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean
Vader.
all
Yeah, Ron
they.
Simmons.
If you look at the roster in that early '90s WCW when it wasn't being run good management wise, but
Mm.
the in ring work was incredible. Like they in ring work was way better than WWE, but the only thing is they didn't have good storylines, they had stupid characters, and they didn't have a good leadership running the
Wait.
company.
Was this before or after the Shockmaster?
So that was on that time. That was like the stupidest character in the history of wrestling.
Yo, the
That and the Red Rooster.
Shockmaster.
And then he trips over the damn stuff when he busts through the wall. It was just horrible.
I'm
It was just
sorry, man.
horrible.
I'm
But the
sorry.
in ring work was great.
I don't think it did, but go ahead, man.
No,
And
I'm
then
just
what
saying that
happened?
is.
And then what happened? Scott Hall
Oh
showed up. Recipe. And then
no,
Kevin
he was there
Nash.
during that time. No, he. I'm talking about early. I'm not talking about '96. I'm talking about way before that.
Okay,
Where he
I'm
was a
sorry.
diamond.
Before that.
Sauer was a diamond stud, and Kevin Nash was
It was Lex Luger first. It was Lex
Oz.
Luger first, right? It was Lex Luger, right?
No.
He showed up first. 94. 94, 95, he showed up first.
Yeah, because he showed up in the first episode of Raw.
Uh-huh.
But what I'm saying is way before that. Before Eric Bischoff took over, it was you had good product in the ring, but it was poorly run. But when ATM Eric took over, the great Eric Bischoff coming up with the idea for the
Wow.
greatest stable of all time.
All bullshit.
That black and white.
No, it
The
wasn't.
NWO that changed wrestling history forever. You can hate it all you want because
It
without no
really.
NWO, there would be no DX.
No, DX is already in formation, baby. We was already in
Mm-mm.
formation with Triple H, Shawn Michaels, China,
That wasn't.
Road Dogg. Yes, it was. Yes, it
Not that
was.
time.
It
Nope.
was.
No, it wasn't.
You
There
you
was
know
the
what?
Generation X. Nope.
I think we need to do a poll. We need to do a poll asking who is the better faction, NWO, not the Wolfpack, NWO Black and White, and D Generation X. We need to do a Saucy poll. That's what we need to do. We
Okay.
need to do a
Okay,
Saucy
I do
poll.
that.
And this time, unlike all your other results, I need some results. I need some results, man.
Nobody knows it was NWO. I mean, my God. I
No,
mean,
no,
you
no,
might as
no, no,
well.
no.
You might as well just quit now.
No. Well, old ass grandma, no, I don't want to hear that crap. I don't want to hear
Well,
that.
watch him out. Watch him out. Watch him out.
You watch them out. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear nothing, man.
Watch him out.
I don't want to hear nothing, man. Anything else?
Anyway,
On the
man.
night?
Lamar Jackson still doesn't have a deal.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yes.
Say it again. Cause you ain't in and out. I'm sorry.
Lamar Jackson
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have a contract yet. Is that good or bad for the Baltimore?
That is bad for the Baltimore Ravens' hands because the man deserves the contract. I understand how you feel about him maybe not performing in the playoffs, but the man deserves the contract. He's been your best. If you want to be honest, bro, Lamar Jackson might be the greatest quarterback in Baltimore Ravens history. Everybody can say Trent Dilfer, yada yada yada, but everybody knows it was because of Trent Dilfer. It was because of that damn defense. We had Ray Lewis and Ed Regan.
Of course, everybody knows that. I don't know
Everybody
who the
knows
hell they
that.
say that.
I know, but Lamar Jackson is the greatest
And
quarterback in Baltimore Ravens history.
Jay Flacco? My
And
God,
well, Joe Flacco won a championship. You
whatever.
know,
Yeah, he won a
he won a
championship, but he's not the
championship.
greatest quarterback in Baltimore
No,
Ravens
no,
history.
no, no. He's not. He's not. He's absolutely not. He's not. I will agree with that. He's not. He deserves the bag. I'm talking about 5 years, maybe 145. But no, Lamar Jackson 145 years and 145 ain't adding up. So I'll go with 5 and maybe 200.
$200 million
Five
for
for two
5 years.
years, maybe 5 for 210, maybe 5 for 210. Because
So
he's
you
not
you
going.
don't
He's
you,
not
you
going to
don't
issue a trade. He's not
so
going to issue a
you
raising
don't
clause.
you don't think he deserves money like Deshaun Watson?
No, no. The problem with Deshaun Watson's contract is the fact that it's so large that he's not. First of all, he's not going to play the whole first year of the contract because you already got Baker. He's issuing for a trade. Baker's going to go to Carolina eventually, and he's already issued him. He's been issued a trade, so you're going to be stuck with maybe another Case Keenum unless Case Keenum's not even there anymore. You'll be stuck with a backup for a whole entire year, and then next thing you know, you don't have anybody. So the whole first year of that contract, it's not really. He's going to be getting paid, but doing absolutely nothing. Because now the rumors that he might be banned for a whole year, he's not going to play, yada yada yada. It's ridiculous. It's not going to happen.
I'm
So
still
now
waiting
you,
on what the hell the NFL is going to do about Deshaun Watson.
well, I don't know. They rumors speculate that Deshaun Watson could be suspended for a year, but I think the NFL should wait because they got their own issues with Roger Goodell, with the Washington Commodores, with Dan Snyder, with all these sexual conduct, everything that's going on right now. They got too much going on right now. They really do. I think they should be more concerned with handling that situation at one point with the Washington Commodores before they handle this whole Deshaun Watson trial thing. I think they should handle it before the season even starts. Handle it right, like as soon as possible.
I don't know. I think Deshaun Watson deserve it. He deserves his money, but I understand why the Baltimore Ravens haven't gave him the money yet.
Right.
He still have a lot to prove, bro.
Deshaun Watson, I believe I agree with you. He saw
No,
because the man ain't played it.
talking about Lamar Jackson.
Oh, Lamar. Lamar still has a lot to prove because
He has a lot to
it's
prove.
not. You know why? The man already won an MVP, so it's not the season that I believe you're talking about. You're talking about playoffs with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, I'm talking
We've
about
had this.
yeah,
We've had multiple conversations about Lamar Jackson in the playoffs because the man don't show up.
exactly.
He had one good playoff game, and that was it. If you bring the Baltimore Ravens to the Super Bowl, win or not, you deserve the bag. In my opinion, that's when you deserve the bag.
That yeah, I get
I
that.
think that's the reason why Baltimore, I believe, is still hesitant to give him the bag, is because of the fact that he hasn't performed well in the playoffs. If he showed up in the playoffs and had like 190, then like he showed up with like he had like a playoff game with like 4 touchdowns, no rushing touchdowns, all passing, no interceptions. I guess a good team, let's say like Buffalo or maybe New England or a dominating AFC team, maybe a Pittsburgh like a rival or even Cincinnati. Like, he proved his worth. Let's give this man a bag. 6 years, 250, 7 years, whatever. Because the man's not going to go nowhere. He has already expressed. He's already upset the fact that he already lost Hollywood Brown. You still have Julio Jones. You still have OBJ. You have some quality receivers that are still available that you can still sign during the season. I guarantee you, if you have OBJ, a healthy OBJ, and then as your wide receiver one, he's going to be your wide receiver one. Well, Rashad Bateman is a good player, but we haven't seen what he can do. You already have a Julio Jones or a Odell. I understand their age and their injury history is a problem, but they are you going to be if you sign one of them, they're already your W wide receiver ones without a shadow of a doubt. It doesn't matter. Some say, Max Andrews is your number one. That's fine, but he plays a tight end position. We're talking about wide receivers here. And you can do all you want. You can draft all the running backs you want because it seemed like last year they had 5 running backs and then half of them was freaking injured. And then Lamar got injured and you had a good quality backup in Brett Hundley and we saw what happened. They barely made it. And then they lost.
Well, me and Lamar Jackson is about he's worried about who he lost, but the question
Right.
is can he get them the damn football, throwing a football? Are
I think the
you?
problem. I don't think the
He
problem
his
is with him
accuracy is
throwing the
not there.
football. I don't think to him is the problem with the accuracy. Is more my issue with him in the playoffs. That's it. You have a good defense. You have a good offense. You have a good offensive line. You have a good running core when they are healthy. Losing Hollywood Brown, as I said, is a problem. But you have to have upgrades, like I've said before. If you have Lamar Jackson and he performs in the playoffs, you have no choice but get this man the bag. You have no choice.
Yeah, I mean, if you can't throw the damn football, you're not accurate, bro.
All right.
If I was the Baltimore Ravens, I understand why they hesitate giving him all this big money. I mean, he has to
And
improve skill wise.
I don't want to see him going on one knee and throwing the ball all the way down 50 yards. That does nothing. What does that mean to us? That means nothing. You're not
Right.
going to do it in the game. It means nothing.
I agree. Kyler Murray still doesn't have his money yet as well, but did show up
Mm-hmm.
for training camp.
Right.
What's your thoughts on Kyler Murray and what range do you think
I
Kyler
think
Murray
The whole
deserves?
Kyler Murray, come on. Okay, so he doesn't deserve Patrick Mahomes
No.
or Lamar Jackson. Or he's between that 190. In his mind, he thinks that he deserves 300 million.
What?
In his mind. In his mind. In his mind.
That's still
I
a what?
say,
He's
I
delusional if
but
he didn't deserve that.
well, in his mind, he's the best quarterback in the NFC West. There's no more Russell Wilson. It's between
That
him
does
and
not
Matthew
count
Stafford.
at all. That does not count.
I agree. I agree. But as I'm saying, it's like, yo, what are they supposed to do? He's the best quarterback they had since Kurt Warner, and that's not saying much.
I don't know. I don't like this whole Acclaim and Gun Club collaboration.
I know it's kind of stupid, but
It's
he's a
corny.
it is kind of corny. He got the sparkles on his chest and all that.
Let the Acclaim be the Acclaim.
I don't know why this is coming around. I don't know. I don't know. I
Like
can't.
let the Gun Club be the Gun Club and let the Acclaim be the Acclaim.
I know. But the homie is injured. He's the best part of the team.
All right, everyone.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
end of Saucy Discourse, episode
Absolutely.
21 of our season 2. I want to
Absolutely.
thank everybody for joining the show. We appreciate all the
We
love and
appreciate you.
support. Don't forget to go support, get some official merch. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification button to get notified when we go on live or when a new episode is up on YouTube,
Just want to let people
Facebook,
know
and Twitch.
Nas is the best. Just want people know Nas is the best. He's better than Jay-Z. I know.
Folks,
I know.
Saucy Discourse, we drink a lot, and the liquor is talking.
It's not talking. It's telling the
Yeah,
truth.
the hen dog is talking to him, and damn well Nas is not better than Jay Z, so don't even go there. Okay, don't even start. 'Cause that's another hour conversation. But anyway, we appreciate everybody. Happy Father's Day, for everybody out there. Happy Juneteenth. Drop a saucy bomb for Juneteenth, man. For us, If you're cooking out, make sure y'all be safe out there. Save me some food and all that good stuff. But we see you on episode 22 of Saucy Discourse, and always remember.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Exactly. We see you on the next one. Peace and love, everybody. We out of here.